Kansas, or paroled to my time here in Kansas. And I was in Hutchinson, Lansing, El Dorado, Leavenworth, Norton for quite a few years. And then I finally got the custody and transferred to a pre-release program in Winfield, Kansas. Went through their program and finally came to Wichita, Kansas to work release. Went through their program. Was on parole. And in 2003, I believe it was, I was let out of work release. And then about 7 years later or so, I was released off parole. I'm working. I own a house, a truck, car, motorcycle, and another house in another county. Behaving myself. It's a lot better than having to look over my shoulder every minute, like I did while I was in prison. Some of the things I did in prison to survive were to make a name for myself that you don't mess with me because everybody would tell you I was crazy.
Okay.
Part of it was from doing debt collection while I was in prison. If you owed somebody money and you didn't pay it, I had a talk with you, and if you still didn't pay it, I stuck a knife in you. Didn't kill you, just hurt you real bad. After 15 years in prison total, I finally decided that I was not happy with myself. I didn't like myself. Decided to change. I would stop things from happening if I could. Stop people from getting hurt if I could. Ended up doing a total of 25 years in prison.
It's a long time.
Yeah. I was 18 years old when I went down, and 45 when I got out. Teaching programs on TV, going to the library, reading newspapers and stuff. Took a class in computers.
That's good.
Not only to operate them, but to build them from scratch.
That's a useful skill.
Yeah. I didn't want to go back. It's a headache having to look over your shoulders every second to see if somebody will come up behind you and kill you or try to kill you.
It can be very anxious, I guess.
Yes, it is. Had a heart attack at age 31 when I was in prison.
That's young for a heart attack.
Well, most of the time I did in prison, I was drunk on homemade hooch or beer or whatever you want to call it, and high all the time. I was not only smoking pot and doing drugs that came in, I was doing drugs from the clinic. Guys were getting pain pills and other types of pills that could get you high, and it was medical for them, but they wanted money.
Right.
So I'd buy them and take them.
Okay. Sounds very rough.
It is very rough.
I'm very glad to not ever have to experience that.
You don't want to experience it.
I don't.
And like I said, anybody that thinks they're going to go into prison and just ease through it, they're stupid. Plain and simple, they are stupid.
Yeah. I just wish everybody had that attitude, but fortunately not everybody does.
No, they